after, he went through what he went through on the cross, all right, he revealed himself to his disciples, all right, and he actually allowed them, to mingle, with that new flesh, with that new body, and it goes into that in this chapter.
It says, verse 21, then said Yahweh Shah to them again, peace be unto you, as my Father has sent me, even so send I you.
So we have been sent forth, all right, going back to that word apostle, we have been sent forth the same way Yahweh Shah was sent forth, which means that there's a mission, there's a task at hand,
And it reads, verse 22, it says, and when he had said this, he breathed on them, it's like he breathed on them, and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit.
Yep, he breathed on them and said, receive ye the Holy Spirit. And in these times, it's the same thing. All right, Revelation, the 5th chapter breaks that down. How the Lord did what he did, so that the Holy Spirit, and the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that comes with it, we could receive, and we take that, and we are to now push the word forth. That's that breath. It reminds me of Ezekiel 37 chapter as well.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Because when we come out here, we have to be prudent, man. A serpent is prudent. An actual snake, when you observe the way that it behaves in nature, is very subtle, observant. Before it makes its move, it'll wait for the right time. Okay, it says wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. Meaning the weapons of our warfare are carnal, man. We're not supposed to be trying to take down this kingdom physically. We wise as serpents though, because a snake is dangerous, most of them. But doves are they're harmless. So Yahushua said, be wise, but be harmless. It says in verse 17, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And that's happening spiritually, man, in these times, because people come up to us and talk all manners of smack as if we don't know what we're talking about. Saying, "Oh, where's your degree in
seminary degree
in seminary school? Who gave you the credentials to preach the Bible in public?" When really the people that you see preaching the Bible, they don't really have a biblical worldview like we went into. I think that was on Friday. They have a more of a secular worldview. Okay, so these spiritual leaders, really, they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. These Christians, that's why the Christian church is failing miserably, man. Because it's outdated, it's done. It's irrelevant now. It served its purpose, it's ran its course. Okay, now it's time for the elect to come into this knowledge and understanding of who they are as a people. Okay, and we're only talking about the elect, not the 2/3 of our people, only the elect. Because you have Israelites who know that they're Israelites, but they may not be of the elect. And you have Israelites that don't agree or don't admit, or they don't want to, adhere to the yoke of the doctrine, the teachings of Yahweh Shai. Okay, but that doesn't make them not Israelites. They're still Israelites, but they're just 2/3. See? So we're aware of all of these things, man. That's part of being wise as serpents. Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Right. Beware of men, all right, for they shall deliver you up. And in these times, a lot of those men are going to be people, all right, that we know, all right, our own family. It's going to be people that we know and that we're close to. So we need to be preparing ourselves, and I think they did a whole class on that, right? It's going to be our own families, that rise up against us and that, turn us into Esau.
Yeah, when we say Esau, that's a self-proclaimed white man. they're going to be ratting us out, giving the locations out, but that's prophecy. Matthew chapter 24, verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Not for the name of Jesus. Because guess what? If we're preaching Jesus, we'll be good to go. But in these people's eyes, if we're preaching Yahweh Shai, that makes us an enemy to this world.
That scripture said we're going to be hated. Hating something is a strong, emotion. Right? The opposite of love. And Esau, all right, he's getting ready his smear campaign for the men of the Lord. And when you read the scriptures, an attribute of Esau is his deception, his marketing ability, so to speak. Esau is real good at presenting information in a false light. And that's coming, to the men of the Lord. But we're going to have to be rooted and built up.
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 10. It says, be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him does this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders.
I'll go back and break down that verse. Yeah, read that verse again.
It's Acts chapter 4, verse 10. It says, be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him does this man stand here before you whole.
Yeah, right. I was just going to say by the name of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? Not Jesus Christ. Those are two totally different, vibrations. And I believe in that same chapter, Acts 4:12, it says by no other name, shall we be saved. So that name is extremely important.
Acts chapter 4, verse 10. It says, be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the...
Yep. Be known to all the people of Israel. Israel, key word.
It says, to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole.
Yep. And when you read that chapter, Yahweh Shai had just performed a miracle. Peter performed a miracle. So that's who it's referring to when it talked about, all right, that man standing before you whole. The scribes and Pharisees, they're questioning, all right, Peter, and whoever was with him in this chapter, Peter and John.
Well, actually, that's the 5th chapter. They get brought to the council. But, question, he healed the lame man. The lame man, he wasn't able to walk. You know what I'm saying? And Peter healed him in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Verse 11, it says, this is the stone which was set at naught of you builders.
They're talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay, the chief cornerstone. As he's referred to in the scripture.
It says, which is become the head of the corner.
Yep, Yahweh Shai is the most important.
Yeah, they was talking about which 3 tools you would bring.
So that we aware what's happening going on. But the thing about it, they're not looking to the Holy One of Israel. I mean, the Lord sending them comforters now to tell them to get right.
Right.
It's still rolling, right?
It's still rolling, yeah. It's fine, yeah. Yeah.
But you got it. That's crazy. I need to find that.
Yeah, so Tazama, at work today at my job, the people was talking about what 3 tools would you take with you in a shit hits the fan situation. So these people, they just so carnal. They want to put their faith in tools, and the way we're gonna be delivered in the times to come is gonna be way farther than what somebody could just think up. Because like the situation with Elijah, man,
when he was on the run and he ran into that woman and her son, and they were gonna have their last meal and die. The Lord multiplied that. He was sufficient for what he needed for the time.
The Lord sending them comforters out.
Anybody got opening precepts, whatever y'all want to do. Yeah, it's already going. Yeah.
This is 2 Samuel 22 and 31.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash. Are you going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, for us is truth and as always? We're going to give much peace, love, and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. Are we back out here again and we're just going to grow in the spirit of prophecy? Or whatever Yahweh, Hashem, gives us to us the scripture, we're going to bring it out as we're commanded to do in the scriptures. So, now, brother,
2 Samuel 22 and 31. As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him.
Right, he says he is a buckler to all them that trust in him. And what is a buckler? A buckler is a shield. All right, a buckler is a defense. See, it says he's a buckler to all them that trust in him. So the key thing that you got to do is you got to trust him. Hey, I'm going to say this because it says in Hebrews 11. Somebody grab that Hebrews 11 verse 6 and 3. Somebody also grab Psalm 34 and 5. Somebody grab Psalm 34 verse 5. You start from there down.
It's Hebrews 11 and 6. It reads, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is."
Right, it says without faith it is impossible to please Yahweh. And what is faith at the end of the day? I mean, the first verse is what? You just want to jump into it.
Hebrews 11 and 1. Right, it reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
Right, it says faith is the substance of things that are hoped for. And what's the substance? The substance is something that's like a compound. See, not necessarily like a gas, but it's something that we're waiting for. So it says faith is the substance of things that we're hoping for, but it's the evidence of things that we can't see. You can't physically see Yahweh Shai, but we know with faith that he said what? He said, "Lo, I'm going to be with you to the end of the earth, to the end of the world."
We see Yahweh Shai in the spirit. And when we heard this word, when this thing was broken down to us, we seen it. You know what I mean? But the person that don't got the eye sound, who don't have the faith, the gift of faith, it's a gift. They can't see it.
Right, because they're not giving that, like the priest said, they're not giving that eye sound. See, and the Lord, the scripture says, what do Yahweh Shai say? And somebody also hold back to 13. It says, "Blessed are your eyes when they see, your ears when they hear."
Still want this, right?
Psalm 33. Or read verse 16.
Okay, Hebrews 11 and 6 once more. All right, it reads, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is."
Right, he that cometh to Yahweh Shai, it says that you must believe that he is. Right? And that's what his name means. Yahweh, he is, or he exists. He is all, he is everything. So when you come to Yahweh Shai, you have to believe that he is at the end of the day. Right? And he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right? You gotta have firm belief in these things, but faith is a gift. Faith is just gift to everybody. Everybody doesn't have faith. That's why Yahweh Shai said himself, he said what? He said when he comes, shall he find faith?
Right. That's the best quality a man can possess, and especially in the time to come. Now, I got to mention at work, they had a conversation today where the guy at work, he's kind of like, he's not a manager, so to speak, but he was asking people, he said, "What 3 items would you bring in a shit hits the fan situation?" People were saying, "Oh, rope, a generator, this and that." And in my head, I'm like, none of that's going to deliver anybody, man. The only thing, the Lord's going to make it to where you have to depend on him for everything. And he wants it to be that way. The only people that are going to be able to weather that storm are those who have the faith. Okay? Because a lot of people, they're stocking up on stuff so that one of the Lord's men can run upon it. You know?
It's at the end of the day, man, somebody can get a rope, somebody can get a gun, somebody can get a generator. You got these shit hit the fan guys that have a much underground bunkers where they can store all their food. But what happens if you just die? What happens if you just pass on and have heart?
Or you get sick. Or you get sick.
If somebody just come in and just take everything, hey, how about Shah's men? Some of us can get some of that. We're going to get some of that food and stuff. But
Yeah. Or you run into a wild beast. But you know what? For the men of the Lord, the scriptures say what? That the beast of the field gonna be in peace with us. The stones are gonna be in league with us. Right? That's not something you can come back with carnal stuff, man.
Right. Real, man. We trust in the things not seen.
Right.
See, and that's crazy to the masses of these people. That's crazy to the masses of the people. It's so far-fetched and so foolish to them. You guys trust in a God that's in the sky that you just believe he's just gonna you know what? Yeah, we are.
People look at us how they look at Noah. They like this crazy mother. No, baby, I know you what you're talking about, baby. Rain, right? That's how we look foolish to people. They trust Creepy Joe. Right, like think about it. But we foolish. But the scriptures say about the foolishness of preaching. Paraphrasing it, you know, save them that believe. Let me go find it. No, I'll put it there.
Yeah,
It's Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. For when men would not believe that thou art full of power, because Israel has forgotten the power the Lord has, man. You see what I'm saying? You people forgot that the Lord has all power and he can do things very well much impossible to work in. It says, so when men will not believe that thou art full of power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, which is the elect. Among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. So when the elect understand the power of the Lord. So once the Lord shows his true power, because the world forgot his power, he's gonna make the Lord manifest to us. By us being out here amongst all this chaos that's going on, the Lord will show from the power to us, man. Yeah, it's not forgot the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I forgot about their power, man.
It's gonna be a peculiar sight when everybody hungry, everybody in panic, and you just got this composed, calm spirit about you. You look like you've been fed, your skin still got a glow to it. You know what I mean? You don't smell shitty. You know what I mean? You don't look hungry. You don't look hungry or destitute. People are gonna be, hey, what? It's gonna shock people. They're gonna be, hey, what's going on?
That's why the scripture says. That's why the scripture says wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our salvation. And the fear of Yahweh shall be strength. See, that's why the scripture says that. That's why it's so important. The fear of the Lord, which is the beginning. That's the key. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of being wise, and for that, you're going to be rewarded for that fear. And these people, like it says at the very end, it says what? Can you read that one more time?
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. For when men will not believe that thou art full of power.
Or when men will not believe that thou art full of power, it says what? It says pretty much that the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Second up to the 15th chapter, man. It says the incredulity of them that believe not. See, so it says when men shall not believe
that thou art full of power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest.
Thou makest their boldness manifest. It says what? In Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, it says, then stood they pretty much boldly in the face of them that afflicted them, and to no account of their labors. See, it's already happening right now. But the Lord is going to physically manifest us, and he's going to physically upgrade us to that next level, man. You see? And now, then, our boldness of preaching right now, that boldness is going to be made manifest when the Lord gives us spiritual power. That's what's coming next. It says what? In Revelation 11, it said what? Great fear fell upon them, right? Whenever we began to rise up on our feet. Then what happened after that? What happened after that? What happened after that? The gospel started going out around the world. Something else. It says what? It said what? Come up hither. Come up hither.
Wisdom of Solomon 5. It's a reason it said the strangeness. People gonna be like this. I thought it was just a story. That's just some movie shit. No, it's really going to be a movie. Hey, and people, then you know what else gonna be going through their mind when we didn't take it up? Why not me? why I said we erred from the way of truth.
That's what we
Yeah, man.
But the next step is what? We gonna be going up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but even before that, in the midst of all the calamities, it's gonna be some strange stuff going on. People gonna be getting healed. It's gonna be, you know, hey, you mentioned it last Tuesday. He said when Elijah spoke there were blindness in 2 Kings. Did you explain that again?
Oh yeah, pretty much in that story, whenever the Lord pretty much smoked those Syrians with blindness, pretty much it wasn't that all the Syrian army was just blind and they were just walking as if they didn't know where it was going. Pretty much the Lord had it to whereas Elijah, it was Elisha, excuse me. Pretty much Elisha looked like one of them Syrian. He looked like a Syrian general, Syrian captain. That's a king. Yeah. King.
I
So
got it right here.
they was following. He led them out the city as if he was leading their army. He looked like a general.
Hey, look,
man.
hey, look. You watch movies like X-Men and those superhero movies. That's not original stuff they came up with. There's a person, who's the person like Mystique? Yeah. She could change into somebody. So the Lord had it to where they really view Elisha like, oh, this is our general. He's telling us to lead. So think about that. You know what I mean? And you got a flock of FEMA troops or UN troops try to rush in, and one of the brothers go out there and say, no, they're not here. And you see that brother lead them away. And to us, he just looked like the brother. But to them, it looked like somebody. The Lord's gonna do some far out stuff, man.
This is Psalm 34 and verse 5. It says, they looked unto him and were light, and their faces were not ashamed.
That's Psalm 34. Actually, I'm sorry, verse 6. Okay. Read down to like verse 9.
It says, this poor man cried, and Yahweh heard him and saved him out of all his trouble.
Right. It says this poor man cried, and Yahweh heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. So like he was going in on how pretty much what's 3 things that you would take of the shit that's a bad scenario situation. I can tell you the 3 things I'm taking. Fearing the Lord, fearing Yahweh, faith, fearing Yahweh, faith, and charity amongst the brothers. Love amongst the brothers.
That's all you need.
That's
Pack light. That Eric about this song, she a damn demon. But that pack light song, you got a pack light, brother. Right. Yeah.
But it's in the scripture, so it says what? The scripture says what? Thy rod and thy staff that comfort. Psalm 23.
Right.
That's what's going to comfort us, man. Not no goddamn rope. Now, granted, you know what I'm saying? If the Lord provides us with water or painkillers, whatever the case may be, hey, we got to be prudent at the end of the day.
You got a demon if you got that stuff.
We're not going to sit here and trust and hope in the carnality of our salvation, because when you trust in normal things for your salvation, that takes away the power of Yahweh Shai showing forth his saving power. Right? When you put your trust in the gun, for example, you're pretty much saying, this is my protection, this is what's
this is my salvation.
Versus the Lord, like, look, hey, the scripture says that the Lord in Psalm 20, that some men trust in horses and some men in chariots. But it says, but we don't trust in the name of the Lord, man. Right. You know? Yeah.
Proverbs 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
With all your heart, is in the Hebrew, that word heart is your la'ab, which is your mind. It says, trust in Yahweh Shai with all of your mind. And scripture says that what wisdom shall meet thee in every thought. So with every thought that we have, every action that we take, every step that we take, right? Every word that we speak, how we deal amongst one another, how we deal amongst these people, man, we gotta have the fear of the Lord in all of our thoughts. Right. And that takes practice, man. It takes experience. You know? Now being in this flesh, being in this corporate flesh is not no excuse. But we slip up. Hey, but if we was perfect, what would Yahweh Shai sacrifice? You know? But hey, we strive for perfection, right? Go ahead.
Trust in Yahweh Shai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Hey, like you're supposed to be trusting in your own understanding. Like you say, hey, I'm gonna get I'm gonna grab a rope. You know, I gotta grab this. I gotta make sure I have this. I gotta have my stocket of my water and all my canned goods in my bunker. And you gotta think, the Lord said trust in him. Don't lean on your own understanding. Feel like, hey, the Lord got me. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna provide me for what I need. All right? You can get down in those bunkers and
generator or something to keep the air flowing in it. When you get out there and get comfortable, the air stops. You suffocate. You just never know.
The generator stopped working.
Generator stops working. So you got to trust in the Lord. Like I said, the Lord will provide. All right?
Yeah, man, it's like when you were speaking, it made me think of that King Zedekiah. All right, King Zedekiah was the last king that ruled in the southern kingdom before the Babylonians came through and sacked Jerusalem. Now, King Zedekiah, he had a whole thing set up where he had pretty much an escape route plan, whereas he would go through Rome and pretty much, get out of Jerusalem. But even with him doing that, Jeremiah prophesied that he would do that, and pretty much that his face would be towards the ground, and that he wouldn't see Jerusalem again. So he had a whole escape route plan for the Babylonians really to ultimately kill him, pluck his eyes out. The last thing he seen was his sons get murdered and get killed. You know what I'm saying? And then he died in Babylon. He got put in captivity, he died there. So you can have the so-called escape route and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you don't trust it, if you don't trust in Yahweh God Shem Shai, all that's gonna be null and void. Null and void. And then we'll get to the
Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
There it is.
Hey, like I say, direct that path. What is that? Taking that to 7, around 5 to 2. Talking about the narrow path. You got fire on one side, you got water on the other side. Hey, that's what we got. The Lord is going to give you a narrow way. But like you say, if he guides your path, you can walk in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, and he's going to lead you to the water when it's needed. He's going to lead you to food when needed. All right, but if you're trying to say, okay, Lord, I feel you're going to do it, I just want to do my thing, but I got to prepare myself early, get myself together and prepare, and not do it spiritually and do it carnally, you're going to walk into the wrong path. Yeah. All right, you're going to walk into the fire. Like this, I already got to prepare.
This is Second Ezra 7:7. It said, actually, I'll start at 6. Second Ezra 7:6. There's another thing. A city is builded, is set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. We're talking about what? We're trying to get to the kingdom. Man. That new heavens and a new earth, right? Verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
And that narrowness is a straight gate. Straight gate. The straight gate, the narrow path. Since the entrances thereof are narrow, right? Go ahead.
Meaning what? This world is death. Walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. And the only path between them.
It says fire on one side and on the left a deep water, pretty much showing you that way. On both in this narrow path that you have to take to get to the kingdom, there's going to be all kinds of tribulation all around you. And with this tribulation around you, it's like you're going to walking on a tightrope. And you got tribulation all around you. So if you're on this tightrope, are you going to be lollygagging? Are you going to be joking around? Are you going to be playing around? Front flips and back flips on it? You're going to watch your every step.
Right. And then on top of that, you can't care for nobody. Yeah. You got to walk. Every man got to walk them. Hey, bro, don't go through the road.
Jake over here trying to moonwalk on the tightrope. Trying to moonwalk on the tightrope. Trying to be all style. Jake would do that shit. Yeah. Jake would moonwalk.
Hey, look though. You got camps that are adding gimmicks to them, putting gimmicks in the forefront of their ministry. You're adding baggage onto your walk, man. Right. Those things should not be involved. Stay focused, nigga. I just gotta say it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? This thing is deadly serious, man. Any veering off, any mistakes could cost you.
Yeah. Hey, but what did Yahweh say? He said what? He said what? Keep thy eyes single. Right. You gotta, and when you keep when you get that word single, matter of fact, I'll forget what you'll finish this up and then I know Juan got a precept and then we'll get you.
Yeah. It goes on to say, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Right. Hey, like the other said, man, look, every man you can't ride the coattails of somebody else. You gotta study to show thyself approved. Right. You gotta walk upright. Just because you're affiliated with a group of men, don't get you a pass. And a lot of people in other congregations, they have that mentality. Well, I'm a part. They just been holding camp for 10 years, just holding signs. Ain't made no lessons, ain't talking, ain't doing nothing. No, man, everybody has to be on point for themselves. As a body, yeah, we one, but every brother individually has to be on point.
Like that baggage too will cause you to fall in that fire and that water when you're trying to go to that narrow path. You know, you can go to that family or like you say, with trying to do things in the world, trying to keep one foot in the world and one
Rap
foot in
music, adding this and that. Look, bro, Elder Menashe said something before I actually came out here. He said, man, we got to simplify our lives as much as possible. In order to be successful in this thing, you have to simplify your life. And if you put in gimmicks in the forefront of your ministry, you know, Jake, one thing about if you have a teacher, whatever your teacher goes off on, majority of the time, that mistake is magnified in your students. So if you're the leader of a congregation and you put these things in the forefront of your ministry, now the people that's coming in, they're not there with the insincerity and focused on the right things. They focus on the gimmicks. Right. So now you causing them to err and have their focus misplaced.
It's funny because on the line, as great as he was, he simplified his life. Instead of going to traffic, he had a helicopter. He got to public practice. He tried to simplify his life. So that's why it's so great. So you simplify your life, man, and it's true. You know, when you excel on different levels, man. Yeah, you gotta be lazy. You gotta be lazy. You gotta go lazy, man. You know, and as we speak these things, we're not sitting there telling you that you gotta be lazy focused. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. We're not over here trying to do that. You know, because at times, man, it's all kinds of pitfalls and bullshit. Fuck shit out here that can get you just all lackadaisical, confused over here, your mouth start opening, and you stop, then you gotta snap back into it. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit out here in this world that can really get you to like be lackadaisical.
It's spiritual warfare. This devil bombards you with stuff, distraction, wickedness, to try to pull you away. It's like a smoke screen from what's really going on around you. But since we have this word, we're able to see through it. Just the same way they're illuminated on the left-hand side, we're illuminated on the right-hand side. So in this world of gross darkness, we can still see in the dark. Just like the owl, man. We got that eyesight.
And it's like I was driving, and then I promise you, when I was driving today, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was kind of having this like look thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We have and the scripture says that what the inward man is day by day. But you're gonna have your moments where you be like, this ain't gonna be your thing, right? So I was just having a slight look thing. So as I'm having it, I'm on my way to the gym, I'm driving. I'm already kind of irritated a little bit at something I can see. And then after that, this car pulls in front of me is 666, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm like, this nigga Satan's trying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do Satan. I keep pushing. Come to camp, I'm walking down, and then I look on the wall. I look on the wall down there. I look on the wall down there, and I literally out of nowhere, I just look to the right. I see death with an arrow. This one, I'm like, man, this nigga Satan is like, really trying to bullshit. I'm like, but I was like, what? It's just Satan, man. Yeah. Trying to get me to feel, get all scared. I'm like, man, fuck that, man. I'm like, but at the end of the day, a spiritual man's gonna catch them things. Yeah. Right. The spiritual man's gonna catch some things, and also too, it made me want to examine myself. Yeah. It made me want to examine myself. Like, okay, is there something I need to be fixing about myself? You know what I'm saying? Not sitting there saying, I'm rich at the end of the day. But it's a spiritual man's gonna catch those things. Right.
And that's what separates the men of the Lord from the people in the world. This brother was able to, even in that moment, have some self-accountability. Like, am I being the best version of myself? A guy in the world don't think like that, bro. It doesn't cross his mind that he need to check himself. It's somebody else's thought all the time. But with the men of the Lord, we constantly examine, hey, if we wrong a brother, how often do you be like, hey, brother, I hope I didn't offend? And we constantly are examining ourselves. You understand?
You gotta examine yourself. Whether you be in the club, you gotta examine yourself, man. Constantly self-examination, constantly dating. You gotta get both of you. Get all five of them. I'm getting this precept in 1 Peter 4 chapter, man. To land back off the priest and the wine of the priest top 5, man. To show you that, hey, over here, great millstone with the prophets amongst the prophets. Hey, it starts with us, man. The Lord's gonna judge us first. We gotta be right first before we can come out here and tell y'all gotta get right, man. Of course, we're not gonna be perfect, but how about you have a shot? Ain't looking for nobody perfect. Ain't nobody on the looking for some effort, man. He wants effort shown from his people, man, to show that, hey, that we put forth those works to show that we love him, man. And this is the biggest show of love we can show to the Lord. This is 1 Peter 4 and 17. Start at verse 12. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. Right. It says beloved, it's talking to the house of David. It says, think it not strange or foreign concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. Because we're going to go through particular things and scenarios, situations that's going to try and test our faith. Right? It's a fiery trial. It doesn't say, think it not strange concerning the cold breeze that's going to try you. It says the fiery trial, which is to try you. Because what? With the trials and tribulations, that purges out iniquity.
It's like boot camp. It builds you up for the act when it's game time, man. Right. It's a rite of passage in this thing for you to be tested, for you to lose people. All right, because you're being refined so that you can be a proper vessel to bring forth edification to the flock. You want to get close to the Most High? You got to be purged of your weaknesses. You're going to be purged of your weaknesses through adversity. Acceptable man is striving to furnace of adversity, right? It is a rite of passage, man. You know, and outside looking into a carnal person, ever since you start giving that truth, man, stuff ain't just been going your way. Maybe that ain't the right. No, that's trying to blame the truth. Yeah, they're trying to blame the truth. And a weak dude will think it. You know, he'll be like, well, shoot, maybe this ain't for me.
You know, when your life was already a piece of shit before you came into the truth. Right. And when you come into the truth, your life ain't even a piece of shit. Yeah. You just understand that you ain't shit. Yeah. And then, but you got something to actually fight for.
Yeah.
You was already a piece of shit before the truth, man. People leave the truth to try to blame y'all about some why they weak as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, we pray to the Lord that we can stay rooted in this thing, man. Right? We ain't accept to be the Lord passing us out, man. You know, but we pray to the Lord that we can continue to stay faithful, man. You know? I'm just gonna say shit, a personal testimony. And when I came into the truth, I was on a low level spiritually and carnally, man. You know, I went through the things the Lord wanted me to go through, you know, to build me up. But as I got built up in the faith over the small amount of years I've been in the faith, and the Lord only qualified me in the earth, man. You know, better person. Yeah. Literally level up, man. It's gonna talk about a balance of the Lord and the Lord. You know, back in 1 Peter 4 and 12, beloved, think not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as some strange thing happened unto you. Right, some strange thing happened unto you. Now you're trying to blame the truth. Everything else in the world. Right? Like it's foreign. Like you just, I didn't think that. Hey, the scripture talking about counting the cost. Yeah.
But look, that's the thing. Bringing it back. That's the thing with Jake in the world. They want the instant gratification. They want it right. And I'm sorry. I remember the manager at my job today, when she answered the question, it's a woman. It's a nigga woman. Guess what she said that she would bring? She said she was going to bring her rose. Now, for you brothers that don't know what a rose is, that's a masturbation tool. Now, this is a 50-year-old woman. She said she was going to bring her rose. She said, I gotta be in a good mood. We talking about, but look, these are the women that rose the men. It's the head of the nation now. So that vibration of just having instant gratification is on the whole nation. No wonder, right? Right. Now you better be dehydrated.
First Peter chapter 4 and verse 13, but we rejoice in as much partakers in Hamashiach's sufferings. Our Lord, Yahweh Shah went through sufferings, man. As the scriptures say, the servant is not greater than his master, man. All right, but also when the brothers of Thunder, you know, John and James and John was presented unto Yahweh Shah, and that mother brought him unto Yahweh Shah, he told him what? What is it going to take for my sons to be with you in the kingdom, man? You know? He said, hey, they're going to have to drink my cup.
Yeah.
And was that affliction that the Lord was talking about. Hey. Yep. So as followers of our Lord and Savior Yahushua, as we gonna have to man up, we gonna have to take our hell too.
I got a precept for you.
Like, he jumped the 5, bro, and 9. I was gonna say the same thing, bro. Like the brother's saying, basically, bro. Don't think it. He was reading about those fiery trials. Don't think it's only happening to you, man.
Yeah.
This happens to all of us, bro.
Right.
Just like the priest talking about gave this example, man. You gotta know when Satan's. You gotta see these things. What the brother's gonna pull is basically telling you to watch for Satan, bro. Right? You're going.
1 Peter 5 and 9.
Yeah,
This 1 Peter 5 and 9. Whom resistance that
I'm for 8. Yeah, slide 8.
1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
See? Now, if that brother would have reacted and gave in to the flesh, who knows what would have happened, man?
Right.
You know, that brother would have snapped and went off, you know what I'm saying, because somebody cut in front of him in traffic or some shit like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Lord can give you, if you react carnally to the thing, you can't get, if you don't catch Satan, you know what I'm saying, if you don't catch yourself tripping, then the Lord will give you up. The Lord will just give you up to it, bro. Yeah. It's any, you put it up, bro.
That's right.
All kind of shit.
Look, man, I know that my time with Elder Zakba, he would give me testimonies of things he went through that I was going through and give me advice on it. And then I came to the realization, damn, the Lord might have had him go through that specifically to give me advice so I didn't go off and destroy myself. Sometimes the Lord has you go through something, not for you. It might be for somebody else later. He might have you grooming a brother, and now you can give him your experience. So man, don't get bent out of shape when you're going through something.
And that's why the apostles and the elders called hell in the ancient world, because it was a sign of things to come.
Man,
They put a prophesy what they could eat shit, because it's a sign of things to come. So I can learn down here.
right, yeah.
Shit's gonna get crazy behind your back.
Going through something, you're always tempted to go and do something that's not good for you spiritually. You know, you're always tempted when that rock too.
Yeah.
It says basically you're gonna go through these temptations, you're gonna go through these fiery trials.
I'll come and serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare thy soul for temptation. Because you're gonna go through things like, man, I be doing this, I wouldn't even be going through this.
Right.
You know, like you just mentioned prior, he said, hey, they be like, man, ever since you got to the truth, man, you going through these things.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's gonna put you through. Hey, you tempted to go back to the world, you tempted to go through. That's why we gotta put it at Colossians 2 around the 7th verse. Say rooted and built up middle. We gotta stay rooted because if you lightly, like there was being thrown in the stony ground on March 4th, you know, he said when he was doing the same time.
Luke 8 too, it's Luke 8, yeah.
That sword. You know, you got to be grounded in some good sword. You got to be buried into the truth. All right, this is the comfort. You're not in there and not rooted and built up in it. You can get pulled off through temptation so easy.
And a plant, man, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time, right? You sitting there waiting for a little bit, you're like, damn, is it gonna bust through? But look, man, we stay rooted in this, our reward is everlasting life.
Right.
We stay rooted in the world, your reward is gonna be death. Right?
You got to be, you know, it's a plant. It's like a tree. Somebody finish up. Grab Jeremiah.
First Peter 5 and 9. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same.
Oh, it said resist. It said read it. That's important. It says, but it says what? You have to resist Satan.
Yeah.
So when you, like what Reese and I was going into, we know what Satan's messing with, whether it be in our flesh, whether it be something, a whole left field darkness coming to your mind. You know, you can either, you got two options of what you can do, right? And remember, Yahweh Shah, Satan is only doing what he's told to do. Satan ain't just working on his own agenda, just, you know what I'm saying, just doing his own thing. Satan is doing exactly what he's doing his job. He has a task, and his task was to do something, and the Lord is seeing how you're going to react. So you sit back like, yeah, you see, like, what's going to do? So,
Your father tested.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're being tested. So he's like, you know, what's going to do? So you got two options. You can either fight, or you can give in. You can either, what Yahweh Shah say to him? He just used the spiritual light.
Yeah.
He used the spiritual light. He literally brought the scriptures out on Satan.
Yeah.
And hey, man, do that, man. Hey, when you got these thoughts come to your mind, hey, man, sometimes we win sometimes we lose. You know, but hey, at times, man, I'll literally just start saying quote scriptures out loud. Like, man, fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll quote a scripture like then you feel better about yourself. And then when you win, because it says what? It says pretty much tells you that what? He will flee. James the 4th chapter. And you know when Satan, when that thought leaves, he'll flee. If you just stay rooted with patience and trusting Yahweh outside, don't lean on your own understanding. Right?
That's how we fight, man. Trusting in the Lord. We fight. You a little kid, you know what your uncles and stuff tell you. You get in a fight out there, you better not lose. You know what I mean? So when we out here, the Lord testing us. We out here, we gotta fight, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Regardless. But no matter how hard the challenge is, you know the Lord ain't gonna put it on you if you can't get through it. Right. So hey man, a part of this thing is you laying down your life for Yahweh's sake, man. He laid down his life for you. You're doing it in return. That's why in John 15 it says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So we reciprocating that love that he showed us.
Now about what one between them is the body and living sacrifice.
Right. Okay, my bad.
1 Peter 5:9 again. Who resist steadfast in the faith, knowing the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Everybody, bro. You know? That don't mean your hell might not be this brother hell. But guess what? It's still hell, man. It's your walk. You know? We all in hell, bro. You know? Because forget, you still paying for shit in your past life, man. You gotta ask the Lord for the sin in your past life. Hey. Keep your ass humble, man. I do it all the time. Lord, forgive me when I did my past life and today. My kids' past life and my kids today. Man, for that shit back there.
Hey, bro. Hey, we should have been through. We should have been through. So nobody should be feeling, too high on themselves. It's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
Right.
All right? We confident in what the Lord is going to say. He's going to do what he said he's going to do. But we're not boasting of ourselves. We're not depending on ourselves. We know that we need him in everything.
Yeah, confidence means time and evidence of fidelity with faith.
Yeah.
Arrogance is on the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, but the scripture telling you that Jeremiah the 9th chapter says what it says. It says to make your boast in the Lord. You know, Jeremiah 9, 24, something like that. It says the what? It says, it's like a moment. Go ahead and finish your precept here. I know you got, so, 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. Let me read it for you. You read it. Okay, verse 4 and 14. Yeah. Jeremiah 9, 24. Okay, 1 Peter 4 and 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. Hey, that's what us standing out here preaching this word, man. Hey, people come up and scoff. You get to telling them his name. Hey, Jesus Christ ain't his name. The name is Yahweh. Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. Heavenly Father's son is Yahweh Shai, man. I'm more joined by people that scoff at it. Simply because, like a guy like Mr. I don't know a few weeks ago, he couldn't get past the stumbling block. Hey, knowing that this word is written in different languages, man. It's written in Hebrew, and Greek, and Latin. So you have to go into these words, man. That's one thing. That's a first basic step that the apostle and the elders taught us when we first got into this thing, man. Which was going into these verses of the scriptures. Right? That's how you can get that full breakdown of these scriptures, man. Read it again. 1 Peter 4 and 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. That lines up with what did Yahweh Shai say in Matthew 1? It says, blessed are ye, but men shall revile you for my name's sake, man. Blessed means to take joy in that. Take joy when you're being reproached, man. Take joy when you're being insulted. Take joy when people are saying all kinds of names and things about you, because at the end of the day, that means that you're standing in the right light. That means that you're standing in the light of what the prophets have been going through. This is a good thing. Yahweh Shai went through. So he let us know, like, look, if people saying bad things about you, consider yourself to be blessed. Hey, what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, what? If you love the world will love the world. Yeah. So if you over here seeking the love of the world, the love of the world, the love of pretty much the love of status,
acceptance of society.
Yeah, the acceptance of society, you over here seeking these things. That's not the right spirit.
You're not checking the boxes. I always talk about the men of the Lord are going to check particular boxes. One of the boxes they're going to check is they're going to be hating of the world. What they stand for, the world's not going to be with it. All right? And even amongst Israel, I would say, the brothers here that come in this 100% truth, the straightforward is right. Even amongst Israel, we're the most hated. I truly believe, this is what this is the group that the Lord is dealing with. Because even amongst Israel, man, everybody has a disdain for great millstones. And they don't have a real reason.
Hey, if I can add some more, like Howard Shah said, but when you come into this truth, bro, you can't give a fuck what nobody thinks, bro.
Right.
You can't give a fuck what the world thinks, bro. If you do, you ashamed of your Howard Shah.
Right.
How about Howard Shah? What did he say? He that confess it not, me basically paraphrasing, before man, I ain't gonna confess it before my father. Right. You see?
On the other wicked side, and when them niggas gang banging over there, and somebody say where you from, and you don't want to say where you from, but say your set, yeah, man, they'll cut your ass off. So we stand simply for the name of the Lord, man, and that entails a lot of things. All right, you gotta make your face hard against their faces, right?
The forefathers did, Isaiah, Ezekiel, all, what I'm saying? Even the 12, they basically stood by, the name of God, they pushed the torch and let them know, hey, this is what we stand by. But then we had the world saying no. A lot of them got put to death. You know what I'm saying? They had to go through the dangerous things is what the Lord said. And they should rejoice. They rejoiced with it. They knew what the reward was.
Yeah, everlasting life. You get put to death standing still for the things that y'all watching, man. You official. All right, just look at it that way. Right. The official. Yeah.
1 Corinthians 4:13. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as filth of the world.
Hold on, wait. It says defamed. Defamed. So you ain't gonna be looking for a position where you're gonna be famous on the side. You're gonna be pretty much back and then fame. Not fame. Now the Lord, but on the flip side, the Lord said what? He said, I will give them praise and fame in the land where they were. But you gotta be brought to shame first.
Yeah. So right. So if you come in, if you think you come in those kind of mindset, like you should too, you can bring your ass down and go feast your ass, man. Yeah. Come out the world thinking I'm 45 now, man. You want me to do this? Hey, he gonna lift your ass up a few times.
And I gotta mix this, like it. But that Passover with IUIC, now you putting in the forefront of your ministry like it's some glory about this. This is a dirty walk, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna be brought low in this thing. That's not what it is.
It says, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things this day.
So we don't even shy away from the dark sayings, the things that don't sit well in society. We speak it straightforward, which makes people look at us like, oh, you guys are evil. That's how they look at us. Because we say what the Lord said. We're not ashamed of the status quo or the vibration that the devil pushing on you. We're going to tell you what the Lord said. But you have groups that they want to have on the 35-pound garments, and they shy away from the things that are still uncomfortable with the people. We're not supposed to shy away from those things. We're supposed to speak the truth regardless of how people feel.
I'm not sorry to play the whole time.
RAPE doctors, state doctors.
Yeah.
Some groups don't want to touch on that.
It's like, hey man, speak the truth. You don't want to talk about what the MOTB is. It's one or two things. You either paid off or the Lord has blinded you and he ain't dealing with you. Right. So now you're telling your people it's Christianity. So when it comes to pass, and they think, well, they didn't say, they said it wasn't this, so maybe I should just think. You got blood on your hands, man. Right. It's a lot of people that know they're Israelites, bro, but they're not being one.
Right. I'm gonna finish this up with 1 Peter 4, verse 14. 1 Peter 4 and 14 says, if ye be reproached for the name of the Mashiach, happy are ye. For the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified.
Hey, like I said earlier, man. Hey, when people come up and scoff, they
they see us, they automatically think it's something bad, man. They always, especially when they see the Sense Rainbow Street sign. Hey, don't let Northern Tribe see that sign, man. They gonna skip that off the street, man. They don't listen to hear the discourse that's coming out, man. Not knowing that, hey, this is what we speaking onto y'all, it could be beneficial to your life.
Right. Pathway to life.
Right. Hey, the Lord said, hey, only thing you heal is life eternal, man. You know? Verse 15 says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yeah, a busybody. Mind your own business, man. Don't be all up in the world, man. You're learning about someone else is doing. You should, your main focus in this truth, man, should be this truth. Whatever affairs the Lord has set up for you in this life, you handle those accordingly. You have to have a balance in your life. The Lord said, what a false balance is an abomination unto him. All right? So you shouldn't be doing those crazy shit, man. You know? Verse 16, point. Actually, I'm sorry, I'll read verse 16 and 17. 18. Okay, it says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed. An anointed one. A Christian means anointed. Or Mashayach in the Hebrew. Okay? That's talking about us. And the word, I did a lesson on this before. That word Christian wasn't a term that was just widely accepted amongst the people. It was a derogatory term that was used to pretty much off-scour the biblical order. Defame it. So you got people talking about, yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. Well, if you truly are a Christian, you understand that with you truly being a so-called Christian, according to the definition and the history of the word, you should be hated. Right. Everybody should look at you like, ugh. If you really a Christian.
The actual word at this time is now they go to Israelites. That will be that. So when people hear that feeling you get when you hear that, that's how they thought about that word Christian back then.
Being a follower of Yahushua, right? Not a follower of Jesus Christ. Being a follower of Yahushua that came with a negative connotation behind it. Right. So that's why do you think the Apostle Peter is saying this, man? He's saying this because what? Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, so you're going to suffer, right? Let him not be ashamed. So two things coming with Christians, being a true Christian, suffering, and he's exhorting you not to be ashamed for you being a believer, right? It says, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. It says, let him not be ashamed. It's going to show you that shame from spewing is going to be thrown out to you, man. That's the works of these people. When they see us out here, man, they scoff on the Sunday board. They don't like this what's going on, man. Especially our people. They don't want to be held for their responsibilities, man. You know,
standards. They don't want to live by standards,
right? And that's always been the thing with our people, man. Trying to escape the Lord, and it's never been so. And we accepted this agreement from behind by Yahushua. So we have to go through it.
That's why Yahushua said that, bro. Like, whosoever shall be ashamed of me in my word, basically the Son of Man gonna be ashamed of you. You know? You can't give a damn what this world think about you, bro. Yahushua, bro, all Christians should tell you that, bro. He that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. So you gonna stand out. You're gonna be the odd man out, man. You know? Yeah, the light shone upon you. He said, what he said? About evil. Oh yeah, he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. So they think this world is darkness. Yeah. So if you step out of the darkness, you got a light shining. You can't help but to see the light.
Yeah, they can't help
but
that.
They don't want that.
If you seen the movie The Matrix, when Neo went, when he took him back into
go ahead.
When he took him back into the Matrix, and then after a while, all the people started looking at him funny because they knew he was unplugged. The system knew he was unplugged, so they started bumping into him, all kind of stuff. They was against him. That is us.
Darkness. Trying to smother the light out. You can't. See, the camera has been on the hill, can't be seen.
Cannot be hid.
This is 1 Corinthians 4, verse 14. It says, I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. The Lord, he came to 4 times before I learned it. We have been putting the word out, and people are looking at us, and they know that they said this is our blood. Like, they, oh, now we're Israelites, and oh, you one of those, they call them black Israelites. Right. You know, and oh, that's what they're saying on the thing. All right, and now we're being defamed. You know, you have some guys that was probably good in some music in different industries, but now they found out you're in the truth. You know, you're an Israelite, and they got your popularity goes up.
Yeah, bro. You know my testimony. I was playing ball on TV every week, and for me to be while I was teaching while I was playing ball. So people in town, they walking by like, I know that ain't the point guard on the team, bro. Hey, my life I ain't gonna lie to you, my life was fucked up. It sucked to go to class. My professors was being funny with me. I go to Walmart, people look at the school getting hate mail. You understand? They all behind this work, but you know what? I realized early that it's supposed to be this way. If I'm gonna get to inherit the earth with Yahweh Shah, it gotta be a cost to pay. It ain't just gonna be like, oh yeah, you gotta have to pay, so you got to lose something.
That's temptation comes in there too. Like, the devil's gonna be messing with you. They're gonna be like, hey, this is too much. Go back to what you've been doing.
And going back to the Matrix, there was a dude that he knew the snake was fake. He wasn't even one. Yeah. He was like, I know this snake is fake. I forgot what he said. He said ignorance is bliss, bro. You gotta be a fucking right. That spell cast. Going back into that trance, bro. You gotta be a damn demon. And a weak ass nigga, you wanna go back in the world, when you notice you choosing the losing side, but you want that instant gratification, just like my damn manager at work. You want that instant gratification. All you care about is how you feel. It's what they said, the uncle said on ATL, he said it's a difference between what you feel and what's real.
Right. I mean, that's what cypher means. Like cypher, it means coding.
Yeah.
So these people are coded to be different. You know, they're literally encoded in their mind to be simple, plugged in. You know, they don't want to be unplugged. You know, let me finish this. Verse 17. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High." This is the house of the Most High. It starts here with us. All right. It starts with the prophets of Yahweh Shah. All right. We're the forerunners, man. We're that mouthpiece of the Lord. All right. So, like we stated earlier, before we come out here and try to correct you, we have to correct a lot of things about our life. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" Hey, that end of what that's going to be, it goes into hint in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, man. Okay, it goes into that lot of those ones that have that tawak or that mark that's written in Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Okay, it goes into that on how we're gonna be protected in that day for what? For the things that we've done in the earth, which is preach this gospel. But those ones that refuse to listen unto the words of the Lord, hey, they gonna receive that lot too. All the prophecies, man. You know, the prophecies of famine, the prophecies of the sword, you know, death and destruction, race wars, the economic collapse, you know, the strange apparitions of the fall of Egypt, all these different things that it says for those that obey not the gospel. That's 2/3 of all people, man. So they're gonna undergo pretty much the full wrath of the Almighty Shah. You know, because in Proverbs he gave you instructions on how to live. So since you would have disobeyed these instructions, you're the devil, man.
For us, I was talking to you brother today, we have to let this world go with these motor thoughts. Because when the Lord starts judging people, man, if we're not careful, we can get offended on the Most High what he's doing. But this is his creation. Right? What the fuck you want to do? So we can't get mad when the Lord starts passing judgment because he's giving you proper instructions. Right?
Verse 18, it says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved," like where? That scarcely be saved. Like the brother was saying earlier, when we get beamed up, the scarcely being saved, it's gonna be destruction and salvation on each end, man. Being saved, ultimately being saved and receiving salvation, man, is being inside those chariots, man, where the Lord sent the Osmium This is over here in Babylon, which is America, man. To completely destroy this place. If you're not delivered from that last plague, man, you're gonna die here in Babylon, man.
That's right. It says the righteous gonna
scarcely be saved, man. Yeah. See? So if the righteous are scarcely going to, hey, what, hey, Ezra said, woe is me.
In those days.
Who's going to deliver me in that time? So we don't even know. I did a lesson today talking about, pretty much, you ain't saved yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the title of the lesson because what we got. We ain't saved yet.
Lord willing.
Lord willing we get saved, man. Lord willing we'll be a hopeful elect, man. That's why we say a hopeful elect, right? He says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
The ungodly and the sinner appear, like the one stated. Hey, them 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they gonna be destroyed here in Babylon the Great. All those plagues, the apparitions, the sword, the famine, the teeth of wild beasts, that was made to support them, was made for majority for 2/3 of our people, man. For being continually being disobedient to the Lord, man. You know, even after him sending his prophets out here week in and week out to tell you different, man. That hey, that the way that you live in your life is a fucked up way. Come out of the ways of the heathen before the Lord destroys you.
Hey, the Apostle Peter, he was quoting Proverbs. He said, what is all he said? He said, behold, righteous shall be recompensed in the earth. How much more the wicked in the city? You know what I'm saying? So, like, if the righteous going to be recompensed or paid back in the earth, how is the righteous going to be paid back in the earth? We're going to inherit the earth. We're going to actually see our salvation. We're going to be delivered, and then we're going to reign upon earth. But it says, how much more the wicked in the city? How are they going to get repaid in the earth? By fire, man.
It's like, we all have seen a movie where they be running, the door about to close, and everybody try to slide under. You might get one or two that get out, but the rest of them, they be trying to get out of it.
Indiana Jones, he running, he slide up under the door real fast. Right, barely, just barely.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man, just the time.
2 Ezra 7:20. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them.
Yeah, they. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
Y'all got it. Hey, it started off and say, hey, the many shall perish, man. And it tells you there also in Isaiah 66, man. Slain of the Lord shall be many. Or in Revelation the 14th chapter, towards the end, on how the blood will go up to the horse's bridle. That is not necessarily literal. Hey, it just goes to show you, hey, it's gonna be a lot of death out here, man. Hey, and it also tells you what, 2 Ezra 8:55, round about that, verse. Hey, not to worry about those that perish, man. That's just how many bodies the Lord is gonna stack up. The Lord said, hey, the wickedness and exceedingly polluted the whole earth. It's a lot of people on the earth, man. So that's a lot of judgment that has to go out.
It said, for the Most High have given straight commandment, S-T-A-R-I-T, that difficult commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
Amen. Read that again.
2 Ezra 7:21. For God hath given straight commandment.
The Most High he has given a straight commandment. R-A-I-T. Right, a straight commandment, which a straight commandment is particular laws, rules, and regulations. Whereas if you do this, this is the result. If you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. It's not no gray area, ain't no confusion. It's a straight commandment. Go ahead.
For the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came.
To such as came, us. Go ahead.
What they should do to live.
What they should do to live. Did not the Lord say what? Choose ye this day who ye shall serve?
Yeah.
What you should do to live, he said what? There's two options. You got fire and water. Put your hand in whatsoever you choose. But it says what? That you should live. Right? Because if you keep the commandments, what? You live. And why do you think the laws and the commandments going to be written in us? So that what? We're never going to die. Right? But the only reason why we're never going to die is what? Because the law is going to be, the Lord will put the law in us. And we're going to continually live. As was we were created to be. Immortality. Right? Go ahead.
Even as they came, and what they should do, observe to avoid punishment.
It says what they should do,
observe to avoid punishment.
What they should do, observe to avoid punishment. You see? So there's laws, rules, and regulations
that we are to do and things that we are to observe so that what? You don't get punished. That's why 2/3 of our people are going to be punished because they're not observing what the Lord said to do.
They're walking that straight gate. You go to somebody get Matthew 7:14 because what? We talk about that small portion that are going to be able to make that boy and go with that pattern. Yeah, it says few. Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 7 and 14. Matthew 7 and verse 14. 13. Matthew 7 and 13. And it reads, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
That's the easy path. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do it. Anybody can follow the dance to this devil's tune. Anybody can go along to get along. Anybody can be like, I'm just going to do what everybody else doing so I don't look bad. That's some easy, weak ass shit. I remember the little Bob back in the day with the little Jamaican boy, Benjamin boy. Strength, no weakness. You do a little training. Yeah. The Lord don't want no weak ass niggas, man. Come on.
And many there be which go to therein.
So the majority are gonna take the easy road. They gonna dance to this devil's tune. They gonna go along and get along, right?
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
There be that find it. You got an opportunity to be a king. We're auditioning for kingship. Everybody don't get the opportunity. You understand? We're getting ready to. The Lord's gonna give us dominion over people, over lands. You understand? Over elements, over all kinds of stuff that we can't even imagine right now. You ain't gonna get that for just going along to get along. It's not gonna. You don't get something for nothing, bro. Anybody that accomplishes something great or majestic, right, or historical, this is gonna be a historic event, man. Right. This is the turning point, right? They had to go through much tribulation. They had to really grind to get there. The brother, hey, I seen old videos of him. This man, he ripped. All right, he had to grind to get those gains, right, to grow. It didn't just happen overnight. It was persistence. Okay, it was days he didn't want. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to, but he went and did it anyway. All right, that's how we gotta be. We gotta be locked in. If you there be that fun, it's a straight gate.
Hey, the scripture talks about it says, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? Right. You know, that word simplicity, when you get it in the Hebrew, it's patria, or the root word is patah, which means to be open or to be spacious. See, so when it says, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity, how long are you going to take the easy way out? People think that life right now is simple, even though it's hard as shit. And even our people are being chastised, they don't even see it as know it. But they think that, you know, things are simple right now because, look, you got a job, you come out here and you walk around, took away the mask, here it is, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? All these different things is happening. So what? They think that everything is good. But our people don't want to buckle down and take that straight gate or that straight path, right? To be able to get to the broad, spacious. You know?
Yeah, man, you niggas want to. Y'all just want to stay in this apartment, though. Hey,
this ain't even an apartment. This is a fucking the damn jail. This is literally a jail cell.
It's a prison, bro.
You know? Look, hey, this is talk about that's what the gospel says. It says what? To loose the captive in the prison, man. The main prison that Esau got you, the main shackles that he got you was the shackles of paperwork and the shackles of the heart. You know, you a slave up here. That's why Yahweh Shah said what? He said what? Ye shall know the truth shall set you free. It's going to set you free. And when you set free from the spirit, that's what scares you so. That's what scares him, and that's when he's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't physically grab, he can't grab the spirit. Yeah. You know, he can't grab salvation and actually hold it. Because we got something that's we got like what's it called? Unobtainable. What was that in again? It was like this is in the cartoon, but it was pretty much like a mineral. And it's called unobtainable. Pretty much what it was pretty much only specific group of people can have this mineral. Nobody else can have it.
kind of like my brain.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my brain.
It's kind of like vibrating, but there's one called unattainable.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, man, because look, when we have this devil know, that's why you think with the whole CERN thing, they trying to mathematician their way to spirituality, but they can't. They know it's prophecy that they gonna fall, that they lose. So you don't think when they having their meetings, we don't come up? You don't think when they close the doors and they say, okay, this is the next phase of our plan, and you don't think that centers around stopping us? He knows that we're the main adversary to his plans. He knows we got somehow get rid of these niggas, but we gotta do it in a certain way where we don't, look up the prophecy. We gotta figure out a way, because, bro, he's losing sleep over this. Yeah, just like the damn nigga one.
That's what it was. It was an avatar. Yeah, it says in the film Avatar, humans are most interested in Pandora because it is a rich source of an element that does not exist on Earth called unobtainium. In the film, unobtainium from Pandora, right, is used to generate energy on Earth. Unobtainium is not a real element, but it is a real word. It actually is a real word. Yeah. But it's pretty much an element that everybody, that was a rare element that pretty much the people was trying to get. That's why when you in the movie, that's what they was looking at. So when you look at it, the reason why I brought that up is because when you look at it in the spirit, right? It's like the spirit that we have is like an unobtainium. And they trying their hardest to fight to grab it, but they can't get it. They trying to take us down, you know what I'm saying? If you watch Avatar, they were trying to kill us, took down the tree, they were trying to kill us, you know?
I got mad watching that shit. You were saying something.
Like the priest talking about basically, we know the truth, the sick is weak. Just like that old school movie, They Live, man. And they just put them glasses on. Now you see the word for what it is, bro. You know? Now Esau looking at, before that, everybody was walking, they weren't even paying attention before until they could put the glasses on.
Yeah.
They started noticing the shit, looking at them.
They're looking at, they're like,
Hey,
is he seeing it?
yeah, we got one to know.
Yeah.
It's that shit, bro. So Esau,
I gotta go watch that again, man. That's a good one, man. They don't make me pay $3 a week. Anybody got anything?
So Rock, chapter 2 and verse 1, I'm going to skip to the second verse. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So we're gonna talk about that rite of passage that you gotta go through. You gotta catch adversity, man. Before growth happens, you gotta go through something. Any sport, all the brothers playing sports, you gotta have that conditioning period where you're getting back in shape. You're going through the adversity as you're getting in shape, man, being conditioned for the battle. Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure. Okay? So, hey, somebody can also get Philippians 4 and 11. Okay? Because a lot of they like to read that in the world, but they don't get what it's talking about. Go ahead, brother.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Okay, so look, you got to be able to, you've been given the weapons and the tools to endure the adversity. Right. Just you apply the tools that you've been given. Okay? Because the rope and the generator, that shit ain't the tools you need. We got the spiritual tools, baby. Right. You got me? Okay.
Philippians chapter 4, we start at verse 10, it says, but I rejoice in the Lord greatly, that now at the last your care of me hath flourished with you, wherein ye were also careful, but ye lacked opportunity. Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
So he's learned whatever state that he's in, therewith to be content. Now we know that in this walk, we're going to receive good and evil. Job told us that. Job 2 and 10, somebody want to get that. All right? He told his wife, he said, what? Shall we receive? I'll let you read it. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to read the reason.
Okay.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. With godliness, with contentment is great gain. See, it said godliness with contentment. So being content with what you have, the key is living a godly lifestyle. Right? But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, all that shit was folly, man. Like you came in this world butt ass naked with a soul in your body. You gonna leave this bitch with your body returning to the earth and your soul returning to the most high. Hey, you see these niggas doing that now, man. Niggas that be having funerals in the club and be dead niggas standing there. They be having clothes on the chains. They be having a Hennessy. They be having a couple Hennessy in the chains. They're dead. Bro, what the fuck you doing that shit? But you looking for it. Our people, but it's all people doing that shit. You want YouTube to find videos like that. Hey, people is dead sitting there with the sunglasses on, the chains, the hat, they just sitting there.
That's a fucking, you know how clever that is? Hey, but that was a shot of the Egyptians, like you said. This song's in the scriptures.
Hey, that's our people are into them keeping this. Our people are following after the way.
God damn.
Pretty much that's it.
Hey, I can't stand
it. Talk shit. They'll have a Hennessy. It was like I remember I seen one video. There was a casket on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And they brought the casket to the damn like soccer field or whatever. And the guy was, you know what I'm saying? And that's the president. They picked the casket, bought the casket, and the casket, the ball bounced the casket, and the goal. Like he scored a last goal like that.
Hey, yo, these niggas.
I kid you not. I'm not joking.
They had to be his spot right there.
Oh, yeah, it's got wild too.
They doing that shit. Philippians 4, verse 12 says, I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound.
So he know how to be brought low in a lower state. He's not going that good. He knows how to be because he has the tools he's equipped with. He has the spirit and the word. But he also knows how to be abound. So regardless of what state that you're in, you've been given the instruction on how to conduct yourself. Go ahead, it's gonna tell you that.
Right, it says, everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need.
Right? Yeah. And then it goes into Philippians 4:13 when they reach the world, I can do all things through my shot that strengthens me. Right. Okay? So you niggas, I seen that on back somebody car today. I was like, dumbass. I guarantee they don't understand the fullness of what they're saying. Because you're guaranteed affliction. Go ahead.
Job 2, starting verse 9, it says, Then said his wife unto him, Do thou still retain thine integrity? Curse Yahweh and die.
The nigga woman was ready to quit. She was like, man, fuck this shit, man. This curse the Lord and die. We lost everything. We lost our children. We lost our money. And Job had it. Job had it. You niggas, Job had it, bro. When you actually, Elder Almanasi put it in the chat, the equivalent of how much a sheep costs. Yeah. And he had like 1,000 sheep. So exactly. The man had it. And he lost it all. To most people, they would be broken, bro. But what was Job's understanding? It's the same understanding we supposed to have. Go ahead.
It says, verse 10, But he said unto her, Thou speak as one of the foolish women speakers. What? Shall we receive good at the hands of Yahweh, and shall not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips.
So wait, another example from our forefather, Uncle Job told us, shall we not receive evil? We're gonna get both, man. Guaranteed affliction. Okay, go ahead. Oh, you said yes, a rock too, but you don't want to get down to 5.
That was
Sirach chapter 2, and verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
Yeah, the last end. So we know we're not gonna get this thing in the microwave. Right. I done had some of the best chicken meals but it take a long time. It take hours. Yeah. But it's worth it, man. At the end of the day, it's worth it. So you wait, man. Be patient. You sit your ass down and you wait. God damn it, be patient. Right? Right. Go ahead.
Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Abased and abound. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And we desire to be acceptable men. So we know we don't put that furnace, we don't be putting that furnace in adversity. It's rite of passage. Don't be flipping out and getting all down about it. Nigga, we all going through it. But it's a rite of, we know it's to build us, not to break us.
Proverbs chapter 30, I'll read verse 7. It says, 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches.
Hey, and going through affliction, especially here in Babylon, you get removed from vanity real quick. You realize that you ain't shit real quick. The Lord show you because you hold that mirror up to your face. Like, look, baby, it ain't what you think it is. He show you, but he tell you about yourself real fast.
And he said, the Lord, he said, 2 things I require of you, and deny me them not before I die. Like, don't deny me these things. I'm requiring of these things, but please don't deny them. He said, look, don't give me. He said, remove from me vanity and lies, pretty much remove the bullshit on my life. Right? Because all this life is nothing more than just vanity in life. Right? He said, remove from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches. So he said, look, I'm asking the Lord not to make me poor, but don't make me rich.
Daily bread.
Give me what I need, give me this day my daily bread, right? So he said, remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me. And what's that convenient? What's that convenient? Matter of fact, let me get that exactly. What somebody grab it? Job 21:13. I think it is. Job 23:12.
Job 23:12, it says, neither have I gone back to the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food.
Right. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. So the food that's convenient for us is the words of Yahweh Shai. That's what Yahweh Shai said. He said, man shall not trust on bread and food, bread alone, for lack of better words, but every word of Yahweh Shai. That's our necessary food. That's our nourishment.
If this word is in you and you walking in it, everything will be added unto you anyway. Through this, those 3 tools that they asked about, I got more than 3. I just need this. This gonna give me the infinite amount of work. Obviously you don't say that at work, okay? You wouldn't do that ass at work. But this gives you the infinite amount of tools.
I think that word convenient. That word convenient is pronounced not, right? Which is it says something prescribed, a statute or due, or a statute, something that's prescribed, freely prescribed, something that's prescribed, which is a scripture. It says a prescribed portion or allowance of food. A prescribed portion. Something that's already, a portion that's already set aside for you. Give me this day my daily bread, man. It says an allowed portion of food. See? But it's already set aside for you. In the lot that Yahweh Shai gave to you, whatever that portion is, you accept it. Because what? I'm going to say verse 9, it says, least I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh? And being full means what? To be rich.
Yeah.
You get too rich and too haughty in this world, and then what? You cast off Yahweh Shai, and now you live comfortable. Right? When the Lord ultimately is the one that gave you that. Right?
I'll say this, man. That's a good point. Because when you're comfortable and stuff, for some reason, you may not be praying as much. But when you're going through affliction, you constantly pleading to the Lord and you think about Him. And the Lord got to keep us for our own good in that state of constantly recognizing, being afflicted, recognizing wickedness. We have to be in that state to be acceptable, vessels. And to be good, and to be acceptable vessels to edify the flock. Because we're constantly in this state of, you do not see what's going on. We're constantly pulling back the curtain. We're examining ourselves and examining the world. When we're comfortable, and you are in that spirit, Y'all want to put in the work. Okay? They got it. What they're saying in the world is nigga-itis after they eat. Yeah. Hey, yeah, the itis. When you're full, all right, you get the itis. We don't need the itis right now. Right now, we need our foot on the gas. Man. We need to be fully alert and locked in.
Just from ecstatic kick. That's what the scripture say. When it says kick, it means kick your feet up.
They feel like, oh, they already know they automatically saved. They already got the itis.
They got the itis.
We know, and we're going to church of the nigga that said in Matthew 6, we know that we're working for our salvation now. We know we're not saved to the Lord, like you said, through being up.
Which one makes more sense?
Exactly. You know, I know I'm saved, you know, they got dipped in the water.
With that big ass hat on.
Yeah, this big ass hat on. I got baptized when I was 6. So basically trying to say that when you have baptized, when you mix it on, that don't even matter no more. You still got to get baptized. Yeah. The water, like yo. But then he that coming after me, you know, it's like the same person. So basically, you up there saying, I've been saved already, I can do what I want, and I don't have to pray this much, I'm just talking.
Yeah, bro, you passed up there saying he's saved, but he's sleeping with the deacon wife. You know what I mean?
Jeremiah 4:14 reads, O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness.
Right. Wash thine heart or your mind from wickedness. Stop and say, what is wrong with that? Wash thine heart from wickedness, your mind. But we know what washing is. Says, look, where will the son of young man put his way? I'm taking heed there to the words of thy word. Right? So it says, O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be saved.
That thou mayest be saved. So that's how you get saved. So if you want to go to a Christian talking about you saved, or are you doing this? Ask a Christian that.
What you say, faith? Where's your work? Where's your work?
Hey, in second Ezra says what? Those that shall be saved by their faith and by their words.
Yeah.
Being the harvest, goddamn, is not working. The reason why he harvest, goddamn, because the Lord put him in that position.
Right.
Because you remember when the Lord said, somebody make you rich and make you poor, man.
The Lord set it up, King, to take it down.
How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee?
How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? These vain thoughts is pretty much you meddling and marinating your mind and marinating in that mind. How long is your vain thought? When something's lodging, it's chilling. You know, like the Great Wolf Lodge. You ain't going to the Great Wolf Lodge to do some work. You know, if you go to the Great Wolf Lodge, or whatever fucking lodge it is, to relax, to chill, to get away, you know. So it says, how long shall they think thy vain thoughts, remove from you vanity and lies, how long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within you, and within your mind? Some people are marinating there, man. Hey, what's Marcus say? Marcus says what? He says, pretty much, you be the cauldron, Ezekiel.
Talk about the wicked men of the council of the city.
No.
We be the cauldron.
Yeah.
We be the meat in this city, be the cauldron.
Yeah, we be the meat in this city, be the cauldron. That's the water. We be the meat in this city, be the cauldron. Pretty much what that is pretty much talking about how in a cauldron, you got some pot, right? And then what do you put in the pot? You put the meat, the stew, and things of that nature. So you're pretty much slow cooking. You're pretty much slow cooking in the cauldron. And you think that you see. You think that you're good. You see, but it talks about how it's scum. It's pretty much a scum comes to the top, man. You know?
But this is how you need to be, man. This is Micah 6 and 8. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee. But to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with the Most High. That's how you're supposed to be, man. That was it.
Mark chapter 10, I'm going to start at verse 28. Then Peter began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and followed thee. And Yahushua answered and said, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that has left houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my sake. Right, so you're gonna give up things. love things that are so far near to you. You know, you may, hey, at times when you come into the truth, man, hey, the things that's happening, you make you feel like this, like, man, you know, you may want to, whether that may be single, maybe you may want a girlfriend or a relationship, whatever the case may be. And you're not waiting for having those thoughts to go there. You see, we want, Jake naturally wants to be social. You know, we actually want family, we actually want to go, we want to live. We understand and know that this isn't, we're not in that time for it, this isn't, we're not on the right side of it. See, this isn't the place where we're gonna really be able to enjoy those things. Even if you get a so-called girlfriend, wife, not even girlfriend, you get a wife, or you have children, you can't even enjoy it. You can't enjoy it, man. You get a child, and it's like damn, like not damn. It's beautiful at the end of the day, but at the same time, it's a blessing and it's a curse.
You know it's gonna be bombarded with constant wickedness. You know, on this side, you don't even really have full dominion over these children to instill in them the right values. So now, like I said, it's beautiful to have a child, but you know that you're bringing in a spirit just to endure hell, just like you.
And it's the will of the Lord at the end of the day, because you can't get attached to this shit.
You can't get engulfed in it.
Like it says, any man that wars doesn't entangle himself with the affairs of this world. Right?
And you know this is heavy, man. If we don't know when we those first fruits in the heavens before the world began, so the Lord has put us down here to have this thing. Like I said, remember, we came out our true estate.
Yeah.
And these vessels,
This the fake us. This the fake us. This ain't the real you.
right.
You know what I mean? So it's really a trick bag when you got your family. It's a trick bag because that's not your real. You know, that's not the real family you're supposed to have. We gonna have right. You done have parents and fathers, generation after generation. But look, in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna get 100-fold. You're gonna get it all back. We're gonna get it all back, man. And then we're really gonna get to enjoy the story.
All of our parents, think about it. Your parents that you have right now, that you came out of, your parents that you have right now, you think that those you had fathers, yeah, past life. Some of us that don't have children right now, some of us have children in our past life. See? So all these things that we forsaken, we're gonna get it all back. Like the Lord gonna give it to us back. And it's kind of hard to fathom right now. But all the wives that you may have had, the children that you had in the past life, you're gonna get all that back.
We all gonna be like we're gonna be like Abraham. The nations are gonna come out of, you know what I mean? Think about, the Lord saying, okay, you got brother over this continent over here. And that whole continent is all those people, they look at you like, oh, that's Father, that's Father Tazamount. That's our forefather. You got billions of people looking at you like, oh, this is our forefather. You gonna get it all back.
Man, I got thoughts in my mind. It's something about medicine for these things, and I got thoughts in my mind like I wanna make a planet, right? And put one of my sons on that planet to have him be the king of the earth. Yeah. And put heathen all on the planet. I'll see if I can, I'll marry one of my sons. I'll marry one of my brother's wives with one of my sons. Yeah. And he'll pretty much have his own nation of people on the planet, and I will be the overseer of the planet. Yeah. And I'll just show up whenever I just want to.
That's the delegation.
And I think about that kind of stuff, man. Like, that would be dope, man.
Let me tell you something, man.
You know? The heathen fuck up, like the heathen mess up. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, judgment goes down, and, eventually, like, there's something like, if I really want to, I'll show up. Lord, when I'm going to be elected, it'll be shaking in their boots. Like, the earth starts shaking. You know what I'm saying? Coming the whole big chariot, the size of the whole planet. You know what I'm saying? I think about that kind of stuff, man. Hey, I think about that. I pray and hope to your home watching my shocking.
Many mansions. Many mansions. You're talking about eternity, man. And look, hey, there's galaxies. You know how many planets are in a galaxy? We can't even contemplate. So when he's saying, let me say this. Whatever we can think of, the Lord will outdo it. Right? So if
I have not seen nor have heard what the Lord has prepared for them that time.
So if he's thinking it, the Lord like, I'm going to give you that and something else. You don't even know what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying?
You should have your heart's desire.
Right. So if your desire being scepters, yeah, bro. Don't worry about your family. It's
know how to spell.
Remember Ricassi told us to watch the Star Wars on Disney. Bro, you talking about the intergalactic? You had the guy that's over the whole galaxy, right? Think about that. There's millions of galaxies, they say. That's what devil think you see it. But it's probably bigger than what he can even see, right? So think about you being over a whole solar system, man. You go from planet to planet, making sure things is okay. You delegate your son, man, I need you to go check on this solar system for me. I heard this is going on. You know, it's gonna be bro. Listen, don't worry about when the Lord said 100-fold, you mean 100-fold.
Much glory to the Lord. You know, we're gonna be able to just, man, hey, think about this in the kingdom. It's always thought like this. We can wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom, you're never gonna have a moment where you're gonna be bored.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have a moment where you're not learning something.
Yeah.
But you're already gonna just know it. You're gonna know everything, and then on top of that, you're gonna constantly just be in for eternity, creating things, making things.
Is there any elements?
Forever, and you never gonna die.
Hey, bro.
Hey, you can't even think of that.
But when you so-called die, you're going to be able to, we're the two handful of food, gotta be spiritual. We're going to be able to separate our spirit from our bodies, bro. Think about this spirit for the chill for 1,000 years, while that body down there chilling.
This is one.
Right back to that same body, bro, like it doesn't happen.
The scriptures talk about, you know, the first heaven and second heaven, third. It talks about the planes of existence. So he's not trying to make it complex. But yeah, you have another plane where our spirits, you know, so now you talk about we exist and we have an understanding on this plane of existence. It's a whole nother plane where there might be some whole other stuff that you may be like, whoa, this is a whole, bro, it gets, don't trip about this shit right here, bro. This is temporary.
I got one to know. Sirach 18:10. As a drop of water into the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years the days of eternity. 1,000 years. It says that a drop of water is in comparison to the sea, and one gravel stone is in comparison to the sands of the sea. So are 1,000. So that one drop of water that or that little gravel stone is 1,000 years compared to the whole Atlantic Sea is the days of eternity. You can't. Yeah, go ahead.
No, make a point. No. This is Rock 43 and 31. It says 32. Therefore, there are yet being greater things than these be, and we have seen but a few of his works. Few of his works. A few of his works.
So we got a lot to look forward to, man. You know, Lord willing, this camp was edifying.
Detached from this world, man.
That's right, that's right.
So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.